What's up, my Clarity crew? Gabe here. And today I'm going to talk about injuries. Now, injuries are more than just physical, there are mental and emotional components as well that really impact somebody getting injured and how long they're injured for. And this is going to be hard for some of you to believe, and that's okay. But trust me, some of the professional athletes that I've worked with on an individual basis, and even coaches that I've talked to at the highest level of their game, are in complete shock and awe when I explain how it happens. And it's mostly through their experience and them realizing what they were going through mentally and emotionally at the time that they sustain injuries, because it happens to everybody. So one of the coaches that I talked to, he told me, he's like, well, aren't injuries just going to happen because, we're playing sports? And I said, absolutely. But the difference is, depending on somebody's emotional level and mental level, where they're at, can leave them vulnerable to being injured, can also prolong recovery, can give them the opportunity to re-aggravate injury if the mental and emotional component are not taken care of. Now, one very high profile case very recently is September of 2024 is Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson, who's been in a lot of legal issues over the last couple of years. And recently, a humongous and very disturbing legal issue kind of came to front about 2 weeks before he tore his Achilles. Now, I want to tell you that Achilles is connected to the foot. It's connected to the lower leg. The foot is related to fear of the future and fear of what's going to happen. And lower leg is fear of moving forward. So you get that area that's combined between the foot and the lower leg, and boom, you can have some fear of what is going to happen in your life. And with all these legal issues that are coming up, then you can understand that maybe there's some fear of the future and what's going to happen to Deshaun Watson. Just throwing it out there. Another few others. Kevin Durant in the 2019 NBA Finals when he was playing for Golden State. Around that time, he was thinking about, is he going to stay with Golden State or is he going to move on to another team? He eventually moved on to the Brooklyn Nets, which was announced right after the NBA Finals. In those NBA Finals, he had calf issues, lower leg, and then tore his Achilles. Bam. Something to think about, right? Kobe Bryant in the 2013 season, he was having legal issues with his family, with his own mother, about some memorabilia, and also had reconciliated with his wife, which can be a good thing, but can also, you can maybe see that it could be potentially a little bit of fear of what's going to happen. So again, things to think about may have left him vulnerable. David Beckham, 2010, went on loan from LA Galaxy to AC Milan, tore his Achilles. Right before that, he had some legal issues come up between him and allegations that he had sex with a prostitute. Again, fear of the future and how that could impact him. So, just things to think about. Now, like I said, injuries and ailments, sicknesses, they all have a mental and emotional component. They're all based on fear. And as long as that fear is running the show, even if it's in the background, then that's going to leave somebody, it's going to leave you, athletes, whoever, more open and vulnerable to injuries, to having a more challenging time healing the injuries and recovery, and also leaves somebody at the chance of re-aggravation. It happens over and over and over again. I've seen it. So the big key is to see those fears, to witness those fears, to work through them and understand I'm going to be all right and I'm going to stay focused in the present moment. That's hard to do on your own. That's why it helps to work with somebody like me, some other kind of practitioner, whoever it is. Now, did anything that I say trigger you, or are you interested in learning more about this? You can reach out to me on my website, aclearmind.com. Much peace and love to you and many blessings.